attorneys involved in this case from the first 4 days are very good attorneys. They know how to try a case. They know what they're looking for. They know what they're doing. And as a result, I don't think any of them are going to be sped along unnecessarily through the steps that they need to take to represent their respective position zealously. And so I think from a trial strategy standpoint, it's good to see good lawyers who are doing things the way they need to be done. That's what we expect in a trial. Let's shift gears a little bit, Chandler, because I understand that you may have had the opportunity to give us a little more color of the community and have spoken to a local artist.
I did. I spoke to Marvin Weeks. He now lives in Miami, but he's a native of Brunswick here, and he is the one who painted the beautiful mural, Ahmaud Arbery mural, just blocks from where I'm sitting right now after his death. And he's taking on a new project on the same grounds at the Cultural Center, just a couple of yards away from the mural. So I wanted to speak to him about his new project and why it was so important for this community. Let's listen.
The Ahmaud story is something written in history. We want to connect it to the other fabric of what took place in this neighborhood. Because I think it's important that we tell our story. The Ahmaud story is, as I say, is one piece, but we have to know how that fit into the broader experience that took place in this community. So we're painting a fabric of a complete story of what took place, and we want to be able to tell that to the world, to really understand what happened here and what's. The new project is an installation I'm doing for the Brunswick African American Culture Center, and it's going to be based on the history and culture that took place in Brunswick, namely along Albany Street and the side streets. One side is down, and we're going to do 4 panels that relates to the history and culture of this, the legacy of Brunswick, the African American community, which is a great legacy. The first one I placed something about the Risley School, the early Risley school system that came into being after the Reconstruction, and a gentleman named Tunis G. Campbell, who came here during the Reconstruction period and organized a coastal empire of ex-slaves along the Georgia coast, which parlayed into the educational system for the freedom and refugee schools along the Georgia coast during that time. All those stories need to be told because we're all connected. And we have to tell each side of the story as to what took place. So come and be a part of the mural and let all of America know that in all neighborhoods we have to connect each other and we can alleviate some of the atrocities that take place with us.
And he's so correct. People do travel to downtown Brunswick to view the mural. In fact, when I arrived there yesterday, Ashley, there was a man who traveled 30 minutes to see the mural and the new project that Mr. Weeks was working on. It's a sign built in the 1950s. They're recycling, refurbishing it to really preserve the history of downtown, notable figures over the years, of course, sparked and ignited by Ahmaud Arbery.
All right, that is really something to see, and so well said by Marvin Weeks, as well as his art is so impressive and beautiful that I really appreciate, Chandler, you are able to bring that to us. I know that next week we expect you will still be there in Brunswick, Georgia, bringing us all the latest, and we appreciate your being there. Up next, we're going to talk about Brian Laundrie because dental records